Okay, guys, it's been all sorts of madness this morning, so it took me a while to get started. Thought I was getting a cold this morning, and it turns out, or at least I think now, I'm probably just have allergies. And the reason why I can't tell is because I haven't had allergies before. I think this is the second time I've had allergies, and I thought I just had a cold. Anyways, this is acrylic pouring test 2. The first test I did two acrylic pourings. This one was with like a glue base, and then this one was with the Flood Floetrol. And I felt like looking at them closely, they both look really cool. This one has some weird like grittiness to it. I don't know if you can see that. And that might just be because I only see it in the white paint. So I'm thinking that because I mixed that last, I didn't mix it long enough and then it left these chunks. So if you're not looking for those chunks, it might not be the best. The piece I'm doing today, I actually wouldn't mind some of this grittiness. So both of these pieces, I think this one's a little bit smoother, looks really cool, but I actually ended up loving the little mixtures. If you can see, there's some really cool areas in this piece, and I actually like them both. So I wouldn't say that there's one medium that's better than the other. This one, though, I do want to point out too, it had some almost interesting texture where there's missing paint right there, like little divots or holes. And that actually would work perfect in the piece that I'm trying to make today. So I'm going to set these aside for now. It's over here. And so what I'm trying to do today is I'm doing another acrylic pour, and I was trying to do something that looks a little more like a ocean or beach scene. Let's see, let's get these moved. So I have 4 canvases now. They are the same size as what I did before. Was it like 8 by 8, I think? And I'm going to try to do like a panel painting where I'm going to do 4 of them next to each other. Probably going to need more. Let's see. Can I get this all? I can move it over this way, actually. So I had gessoed these again, all of them, with just this gesso paint like before. And I have to apologize now. If I am blowing my nose during this, it's just because I have to. So yeah, I've got my nice trusty roll of toilet paper here for nose blowing. I don't know if I'm going to have time to get to the resin today. What I wanted to do is I wanted to put resin on those pieces that I just showed you just before, but they're not dry yet, unfortunately, and I think I need to wait a few more days on that. So I need a few more cups here. I had pre-mixed these. Like I said, the last time they said it's good to mix the paint a little before because it allows the bubbles to settle. I feel like I'm totally wasting these cups, but I am going to continue to reuse these cups. So these are all pink cups, and what I do is I just rinse them out afterwards, or these other ones that dry up, as you could see, the paint just peels right off, so you can just reuse them. This one's going to take a little more because I'm trying to do the 4 panels. And because I'm making it like a ocean scene, hopefully, I wanted to incorporate some shells. I have some of these shells that I thought would be cool to add to the piece, and I've never done that before, and I'm not sure which glue to use. I tried to look it up yesterday to see what kind of glue I might be able to use, and there was like Gorilla Glue or this E6000, which I happen to have. It's a fabric glue, and I've used that before when I'm making some things with fabric. But I also have my hot glue gun, and I turned that on just in case because I think I'm gonna try to use both this E6000 and the hot glue. Got my hot glue gun here, and I've got some shells, and I just bought these stones from the 99-cent store. I might incorporate those as well. So I've got my setup here. Let's just see. Let me just move this a little bit. There. A little bit better. Sorry guys, sometimes it just takes a while to adjust the camera to the way you like it. Let's see. These keep moving. Got to make sure that they're all level. And I want them close enough where there's continuity when I pour the paint, but I want some gaps so that the paint can pour through. So I'm thinking, because I want to get the blue, I'm going to be doing blue for the water and like a gold, bronze, and like copper for the land. And I want to try to get, if possible, the land on a good amount. Like maybe I should do like a curve like this. I don't think I can get it on all four unless I create like an island or something like that, which I think that might look weird. So I'm going to try to go this way with the land. Okay. So first, let's see. I've got these stones here, and I'd like to just start placing them where I think I want them to go. And I'm going to actually paint on these. The shells I don't want to paint on. They already have some really beautiful, like, just color to them. So I'm going to try to figure out, after I paint, I think I'm going to try to apply these after so it kind of just sinks into the paint. I don't want, you almost want to throw this on so it's kind of got an organic feel. If you place it on, it's going to just feel too mechanical. I think I just want like a couple here and on these, not too much. I think this one will have the bulk of the stones. So I'm already feeling like that looks good. Let's see. I like that. I'm trying to think, where are the shells going to go? I think I'm going to have them along the water. So then this is all going to be water right here. So it's a big amount. I'm going to do just a few shells laying out like this. I think that looks like a good composition. So let's get this going. I'm going to see, let's see. I'm going to put some glue on this. And thinking, let me do one first, and then what I'm going to do is just do a bunch of them at the same time. I'm gonna get, I need more glue. I realize I'm almost running out, but I'm just gonna, yeah, that seems to work. So let me just, can I glue a bunch of these at the same time, or do I think I have to do one by one? Usually I'm a little more prepared. I would have noticed that this glue was almost running out. Let me go grab another glue stick. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little glue on each of these. See, it's always hard to get this started. This glue gun was a gift to me. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I want to say maybe more than 15 years ago. It's probably been like, I don't even want to say because I don't want people to guess how old I am. One of those days. Don't get frustrated. Anytime you feel frustrated, either take a break, which I'm not going to do because I just got started, or put some music on. I need to figure out how to play music while I'm doing this so I can, do my little dance. Whew! That helps, just that helps you relax. You got to goof off a little bit to release your creative juices. Get those creative juices flowing first, and then keep going. So this was working in the beginning, and now it's not working. So let's figure something else out. I'm going to put this glue first. I don't know if I need the hot glue, honestly. I might just try this. Stop it! Stop calling me! Didn't you check the schedule? Okay. Oh, nobody cares. That's the thing when you're an artist, people just think you're like free all the time. They're like, what? Don't you have nothing to do? I think this is working out better. I mean, I'm not sure how necessary the hot glue is. See, I'm starting to place these too much. I need to put them kind of back where I had them because now they're a little too spread out. That's going to give it an awkward, like, just doesn't look right. It doesn't look as natural. You know, and right now there's some hot glue getting on my canvas, and that might actually end up looking kind of cool. Like usually I try to take it off, but this is going to be like a sandy rock area. So that might be beneficial. Oops. I was sticking to my fingers. At the end of, after I paint all this, I'm going to resin it too, and hopefully that's going to make these stay as well. I'm going to have so much glue on my fingers after this, but I can't even imagine trying to mess around with gloves right now. So I got a comment on the stream yesterday for the ornaments, and I just wanted to say thank you for to the person who commented, and just want that person to know that they totally made my day. I'm so glad that I made her laugh. You know, sometimes when you're making these art projects or making crafts or whatever you're working on, it's sometimes you just got to have a little fun with it. If you're too serious, it makes it drag on. So it was funny because Dolly, my friend who had streamed yesterday, that was her first time, and she was like super nervous, and I just told her, you know, just be yourself and don't worry about it. And she was, you know, like, you're very controlled the first time. At least for me, I was, you know, and I even am now, like, I'm a little too controlled. I just, you know, you watch what you say, you're careful, you don't do the weird, goofy things you do when you're by yourself, whether it be singing or dancing or just goofing off. And after the stream, immediately we start goofing off because that's just the way we are. We just start messing around and start laughing. We're like twirling the ornaments in the air like this, and I'm like, this is what we should have been doing the whole time. So she had a lot of fun, and she said she wouldn't mind doing or trying it again. Just took her a little time to get more relaxed. So yeah, thank you for your comment. It reminded me that, hey, it's okay to stop, enjoy this, and just be yourself. I think I did that one twice. See, these small ones are a little harder to do. And it's just little things like that can really make your day. Just a nice comment, or the road hog. I have him here. You can't see him, but I really like him because he's always giving me the thumbs up. He's like, keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up. No, you're not making any money right now, but keep trying. I'm almost done here, you guys, so I'm sorry that took so long. But if you want to make a good piece, you really do want to take your time usually. People like to just see this happen and the end result, but with my paintings, oh my gosh, those can take me months. Months. That's why I haven't done like an oil piece yet, because I feel like that can just take me forever. So I'm just going to make sure that I haven't missed a piece here by just slightly moving this. Oop, see, missed that piece there. Of course, it's the smaller ones. Alright, now I want to take a look at it. And what I want to do now is I actually want to add a piece here. And then I'm going to add a couple pieces on the edges. Oh, and then so next, what I'm going to be doing, hopefully not tomorrow, but Friday, I'm going to, I got a special request for a Mega Man painting. That is way too big. So I'm trying to decide, I think I'm going to do watercolor because, yeah, I'm still trying to decide between watercolor and oil. But we'll see. It almost needs a little hot glue to make that stay. I think I need to do a little bit of the smaller pieces if I'm going to be doing it on these edges. They could probably fall off easily. I should try to go for the smaller flat pieces. There we go. Here's a small one. Here's a couple small ones. That one came out cool. Gosh, I want to do more now because I like the way it's turning out. I almost want to do the smaller pieces. It's just hard to get the glue. I'm going to just do one or two more. Those may look a little too placed. There's some hot glue there. I feel like I should leave it. Let's see. I almost feel like I need to do a little bit more right here. It's kind of going in this direction right now, and I feel like this ends too abruptly. trying to get it a little more natural. Let's do a small one next to it. How's that? I think that looks good. All right. Now I'm gonna wait to put the shells on after. So now I'm going to do, let's see, this is gonna be the sand. Let me open this up a little bit. I didn't realize this pane was gonna be so big. I almost think what I need to do is move this all a little bit, but I'm just gonna do this. I already know, I feel like I'm gonna be making a big mess here. I should have got a bigger piece of plastic to cover this up. All right. Let's see, I almost want to change this up a little bit. That. There we go. I think that's going to help. All right. So let's do, I almost want to do this part first. Yeah, the sand first, or the rocks. I've got my gold here, and this looks way better this time. Last time it was super chunky, and what you have to do is you have to get that, before you pour it out of the bottle, you have to shake it up real good in the bottle, and that will help get rid of some of those chunks. And then I just mixed it around really good here. I've got my gold. I've got, this is that dark bronze I used the other day, and it was just gorgeous. I liked that color a lot. That was really pretty. And then I also mixed this bird poop color. No, this is not bird poop. I don't know what color is it. This was called, oh, it's just bronze, but I guess it does kind of look bronze. So I wanted to add that in a little bit. There's barely any of that because I'm not going to use a lot of it. It's very dark. Let's see. I almost think I should have used a little black now, but let's do this. I'm going to start with this darker one and just start pouring. I think I should have made a little more. See, when you're kind of messing around with this stuff, it's probably better to make more. I think I made a little too little, but that's okay. I can make more now if I really need it. I didn't want to make too much of, I knew I wasn't going to have a ton of sand on the painting, so that's why I didn't want to go crazy with this colored paint. But I'm running about out of both of them, so now I realize I probably should have made more. So my bad. My bad. So let's see. I'm going to do, I don't want to add this one yet. I'm going to let this move around first. Almost like just, why don't we just let it drip, right? Because there's so much wasted paint if you think about it. So if we let it drip onto the other painting, there's less waste. Okay, let me grab. I was watching a video this morning of someone doing this acrylic pouring, and she did use the dimethicone, which was that hair gel stuff, but she did put very little of it. So it's possible that I just used way too much that one time. And that's why it was like the paint was getting repelled. Oh, that looks really cool. This one is just has a really cool, I don't know if you can see that, but that design already right there, it's, I don't want to leave it almost. I don't want to mess with it. So I actually got this decently covered. It looks horrible on camera right now. It just looks like chocolate smudges or something. I don't know. I'm going to mix a little bit more because I realize I'm going to need it. But yeah, maybe I'll let that settle first and then I'll start on the blue now. Maybe I have too little blue. Get my paints here. Don't forget to close your glue, or else it'll dry up on you. Got my gold. I'll put that in there. Just reuse my cup. Whoa, that's a good amount. I'm got my dark bronze. This came out really cool, and I just got this at Target, this acrylic paint. I don't want as much of that. I think I want a little more of the gold. And then I've got that other color there. Grab my Floetrol and my water. Might as well just leave everything here. I've got tons of stuff here. Let's see. So I'll pour just a little bit of the Floetrol on that. Oops. What did I want? Oh, what I was going to do was I was going to add to this blue. This is that pearl peacock blue, and I like it, but it looks too watery to me right now. So I'm going to add more paint to it. And it's probably for the better because now I realize I need way more paint. And hopefully I'll have enough paint for the water. I've got a dark blue, the peacock blue, and a green, and some white. And I think this actually needs a little more water. Let me add that. I'm going to add the water to the gold and the bronze. And then I'm going to drink some. Oh, I better not. My hands are so messy right now. I don't know if paint got in there. And so I'm going to have to open the window a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't love the flow trail because of that. You got to make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. I usually try to keep the windows closed so there's no ambient noise, but I'd rather have the window open than pass out. Okay. Now with the blues, I'm going to put the dimethicone in there because I want some bubbles showing up here. So let's see. Here is the hair gloss with the dimethicone. I'm going to just put, I'm going to be really good about this and only put a couple drops in each. I'm not going to put it in the white. Okay. I didn't put a lot. I need, that's what I needed. I should have, oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so I mixed that up. And let's see, I want to get it kind of going from like a darker to a lighter here. So I'm going to start with the dark blue over here. On this side. Let me move my paint. I don't want the paint getting into the other cups of paint. So, why is that so little paint? Why did I make so little paint? It seemed like a lot more because it was a lot for the 2 panels that I did, and I made more this time, but it's not even close. Oh, that one's good. That one has kind of a lot more in it. Well, now I know, mix more paint from now on. Okay, let's do this piece. This is supposed to be covered in blue and greens, and I'm gonna let that pour right onto the other one. That's actually getting kind of covered now. And this is why I called this a test, because it is a test. I am not a professional at this, obviously. But you know, this is how you get to be a better artist. You just keep testing stuff, right? And then you keep getting better at it. So Okay guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix more paint because this is obviously not working right now. I mean, it's not horrible, it's obvious that I need a little more paint though. So, but this is good. Now I know what colors I kind of need more of. Like right now I'm feeling like I need a little more of the dark colors. So I'm going to do more of this dark blue. And it's not even dark, it's ultramarine blue. So squeeze some into there. I'm also going to do, there's actually a decent amount of green in there. I'm going to do more blue. I think it just needs, yeah, more blue, and don't want to just do just too much blue though. Let's do a little of the green and then and some of the peacock again. Brush can right here. Okay. And then the peacock. I'm probably going to be out of this soon, but it was well worth it. Get the dimethicone in there. Or not the dimethicone, the Floetrol. I'm already getting mixed up. Probably already have paint in my hair. Let's see. The water. I should probably be showing it like this, huh? Like, so you guys can see how much water I'm using and how much paint. I mean, you're trying to get it to that melted ice cream consistency. So I'm just going to mix that up and let that settle for a minute. And then I'm going to start again with this, the yellow and the gold and the bronze. I almost feel like it needs an extra color here. It's too light. Oh yeah, I did do that dark bronze. I think I'll add that in now to see what that looks like. Okay, so let's first add the gold. Okay. Get some of the bronze. Whoa! There's paint flying everywhere. I want to get some of these rocks covered. I don't want them to be white. Okay. And I'm going to add some of this. This dark one, I think needs a tiny bit of water. Almost too thick. Now it's probably too watery. Let's just throw some of that on there, see what happens. This I'm going to be a little more specific about because it's kind of an ugly color. So I just want a little of it. Let's only do that now. I just want to see how it turns out first before I go crazy on it. So let that move around. That looks cool. I'm like loving that already. I'm going to let it flow a little bit into the blue and just move this way because right now it's looking like really cool right here. It's hard to see. But that flow a little more. Move this one around too. It's funny because this looks like horrible right now on camera, I think. But I'm like actually liking it. Sometimes the camera, you know, can't capture everything. Get this one going too. And I might have to get my paintbrush at the end and just move that around a little bit. But let's now finish up the blue and get this, see how this looks. Green on here. And I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna move this around first and then do the peacock pearl. I think what I should do now is almost get my trusty cardboard piece here and just move the paint a little bit. See if I can create some cells doing that. It does create the cells, but they're really small. Like they're not making like, it's not making like really big ones. And that's okay. Let's see. I'm going to do the rest of this peacock pearl. Yeah, I'm not sure about this now. I'm actually okay with these three right now. This is like kind of the ugly one, although they probably look all ugly right now on camera. I'm just looking right now and it looks horrible, but okay. That's all right. Live and learn, right? Like, just keep doing it, and you never know. I didn't love that other piece, and then I kept messing around with it, and it came out really good after it, or I actually ended up liking it after it dried. So I'm going to mess around with this one a little bit more. And then I'm going to mix a little more paint to put on the edges. And then I'm also going to make sure these rocks are all covered, because right now the whiteness is poking through it. It just doesn't look good that way. So this one, I think I want to do a little more of this. And I'm going to add the white. I just want it along this border here, and a little splashes everywhere. So I'm trying to give it like this water feel. So, and then let's move that around a little bit, see what happens there. I should probably get like a credit card, an old card or something. Oh, that one, that looks cool right there. I don't want to do the whole thing. Might be, I don't want it to end up getting muddy. This is actually turning out to be a good amount of paint now. So now I know next time I will make double. Trying to create like a wave here. That looks really nice. Let me see if I could do it here too. Try to kind of do it differently so it's not too consistent. More organic and natural looking. This part looks so cool right here. I'm gonna hold that up. Right there. All the little cells. I hope that stays. You know, I realized I don't think I put dimethicone on this part, and that's why there's no cells coming up here. I wonder if it's too late to do it now, but I don't want to mess it up. That one looks better now. I think I'm starting to like the water more. It's now this sand part or gravel part that looks like fudge. So let me get my trusty paintbrush and see if I can just paint some of these rocks here. Don't want all of them to be the same color. See, that rock is out in the water there. That looks kind of cool. Ooh, and this rock has some green on it, which kind of looks like moss. So that might have a good effect. Get some of this bronze and dab a little bit. I think I'm gonna make more of this, the really dark bronze, and pour more of that on. I wasn't too sure of that because I didn't love the color at first. But then now that I've put some on, I think it looks pretty good. Fill some of this gap too. Fill some of the space up. Get some of the edges. Let's see. Just pour. Is there any left of this? There's barely. I'm just gonna make more because pointless to. Wow. Wow. It's already 1 o'clock. This is crazy. All right, guys. Well, I'm just gonna finish this up here, and I'm gonna mess around with this a little more, and darn it, ran out of time already. It's crazy how time flies like that. I'm just gonna get this, and then I'm going to probably, I'm gonna like just, I'll have to let it dry a little bit, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come back and start just cleaning up the edges and stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, I've run out of time. I'm just gonna throw now the dimethicone in here and just do a couple drops. So I want to see if I can get some of the cells going in the sandy area. And I just want kind of some splashes here and there. I don't want the whole thing covered with this because it is a darker, it's already like a mud color, and I'm trying to refrain from making this muddy. So I've done that. Get this. It'll be hard to glide with this because there's the rocks are here. Let's just see. Yeah, it's a lot harder to get the cells on there because of the rocks. And there goes a rock. Not loving that. Get a little more movement in here again. That looks better. That is starting to look a little more like sand now. And my rock is moving. And that's okay. Stuff happens. This one already looks pretty cool. I'm going to leave it. Where did my napkin go? I must have threw it away. That's what I want. I want to see if I can get some cells on this one. That looks awesome. How do I make the cells stay? Someone tell me. This one looks like it's staying right now, so I'm gonna hope that that did it. I'm gonna clean up just real quickly, use the rest of this paint and just clean up some of the sides here, and then the rest will just have to wait till tomorrow. Oh, that was white paint. I'm like about to dip my hair into this. There's a good amount of paint here. So you see how much paint gets wasted in this if you don't use it. Probably switch over to some of this green. Should have tied my hair back. Screw it, I might as well just finish this because it looks like there's enough paint to finish these edges. Move over here this way so I can see. Can't really see that side over there. Oh, and it's mostly color. Um, Oh, there we go. That, I knew I was missing a spot right there. I've got some cells going right here. It worked. Okay. I almost need to get another paintbrush and then just do the sides here. Let me grab another paintbrush. And I still need to do the shells. So, darn it. I hate rushing this stuff. But I can add to this tomorrow too. But I'd rather do it now while the paint's not dry. Actually, most of these edges are covered now. The paint did fall off a lot here. Okay, I think I got that covered. And I'm just going to now glue and place my shells. Where the heck did those go? I'm going to, I almost wanted to let it move around more too, but let's see. Putting a good amount of glue here, you guys, because I want to make sure that this is going to stay. Let's throw that on there. Bam! Shell. Do one more. I am just filling this whole thing up with glue, actually. I hope that it doesn't spread too much onto the paint. Should I do like a, I should do like a big one right here, huh? Yeah. This one I don't think I should fill up fully with glue because that may be too much. Oh yeah, that looks cool right there. Okay. I'm going to do one more here. Then I'm going to stop and I'm going to come back to this tomorrow and probably mess around with it more. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching, if you watched. And I hope you have a great day. I'm going to hopefully get started. I'll be gone tomorrow, but hopefully Friday I'm going to get started on that Mega Man piece. That one I'm also really excited about too, because I've got a picture that I think is really cool that I'm going to paint. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. Sorry, oh gosh. Yes, sorry, Moke, the person who commented. I am so sorry I missed your comment. This is acrylic pouring. Yes, this is acrylic pouring. And what I'm doing is I've added some texture to it by adding shells and rocks. And I hope you had a chance to see some of it, and I hope you have a great day. Let's see. Let's see. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll probably try this one more time. I'll show you guys what this looks like when it's all done. I'm going to be pouring resin later on this, so I'll let you guys see what it looks like when I pour the resin on. Bye, guys.